Hi, Steve Gamache with a Chef Knives to Go quick look video on the Konosuke HH Nakiri 180mm knife. This line of knives uses a Swedish stainless steel designated as HH for high hardness. Speaking of hardness, the Rockwell rating is about 61 on this line of knives. The construction is monosteel, so the entire blade is constructed out of the same material. There is no layering or cladding. The weight on this knife is pretty light at under 5 ounces, 140 grams. The blade length, it's listed as 180, but a lot of traditional Japanese knives take that measurement all the way up to including the neck where the ferrule starts. In this particular case, the actual cutting edge is about 165, which is pretty similar to most Nakiris. Overall length, about 12.6 inches. The spine at the base is a nice and thin 2¼ inches. And as most Nakiris, it just pretty much holds that all the way across. The blade height at the base here is about 50 millimeters, so right about 2 inches. And the handle type is a very nicely done Howood buffalo horn ferrule. A lot of times they'll have two combinations, a blonde buffalo horn like this one, and also a black buffalo horn. So you might want to see if you have an option available. Sometimes they'll have both options available at Chef Knives to Go for a particular knife. The handle is about 3 inches, pretty standard size handle, 75 millimeters. The fit and finish on this knife is excellent, as is the norm with most every Konosuke I've handled, and very nicely relieved choil neck area and a spine for a lot of comfort right out of the box. The out-of-the-box edge is so-so on this particular one. It's got a little bit of a rough patch right in here on the edge. I'd say you probably want to sharpen this particular knife before you put it to use. The finish is just great on this thing. The grind is really nice, nicely done all the way down from the blade towards the spine. From the spine towards the blade edge, and you'll see the edge is very thin on this knife for great performance. The profile on this knife is pretty flat, even for a Nakiri. It doesn't have quite the upsweep towards the tip that some of the Nakiris do, so if you like a flatter profile, this might be right up your alley. This knife strikes a nice balance of height and length and weight. It's just a really nice overall knife. It feels great in your hand. Should be a great performing knife. So let's see, anything else? That should just about do it. So there you have the Konosuke HH Nakiri 180mm.